tune out some music here to show us what we've done so far. We've had about 11 classes that we've taught online, and we started out in the church in January, then COVID hit, and
the dreaded COVID.
yeah, so we actually did two live services at the church, and from that it was Zoom, and we went on from there. But we did do some things on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah. We decided to coin the phrase "enjoying the journey," and in that we put a Facebook page called that by that name, and you can query that and find that. And then we decided on a marriage class, since that's what we've been teaching, marriage classes. We decided to make a actual private group for Facebook for the marriage classes, and that's on there too. It's enjoying the journey, but then it has marriage is our ministry, and so you can also see that.
So they can go now and see it?
You can actually go now, it's there, and see that on there, and some of the things we did. We had our first book we completed over those 11 classes was titled, you might want to look at that, Should I Get Married? And we went through this book. That was a lot of good stuff in that, right? When we finished that one, then we went to a second book, which actually had videos with it, with teachers by Dave and Ann Wilson. And so we went through this book called Vertical Marriage. That was about 5 lessons of video on that. And in addition to that,
what makes it vertical?
Yeah, this is what you would have learned from your workbook, which was included. And basically it's saying that my relationship for you and I to have this horizontal relationship in our marriage to work, we've got to go vertical to God and get it from Him of how it's supposed to be horizontal.
Okay, so you and I make it horizontal, and then when we go to God, that makes it vertical.
It does. Only difference is we start vertical first.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we went into a lot of different topics of how that would work out. And I think one of the things we found is that when you do go vertical, it stops a lot of other problems that eventually could become horizontal, right?
That's true. God's in the planning. It always works out in your favor.
Yeah, I like that. Now, we posted some of those Zoom sessions are on that private Facebook page. And you can join it it gives you opportunity to join as a member. And then you can see some of those that we posted. So I'd ask you to check those out. So we went through the 2 books, 11 classes, 8 of those is online. And then of course, it was Family Life that we used the videos for Dave and Ann Wilson. And then of course, the 2 Facebook pages. So now we're looking at some interesting things about 2021.
2021,
and,
first step, new decade.
Well, you know, we spent a lot of money in December getting Christmas gifts, and
oh yeah,
we had to pay for that. And
the problem is with COVID, many people didn't work, and the money was short, so the stimulus check hasn't come in.
Yeah, we're still waiting on that second one.
It's really gonna make things a little awkward.
And eventually you're gonna have to pay taxes coming up in April, whenever that would be.
Oh, that's right. That's
true. So what we plan on doing is we're looking back now, but we want to look forward. And for January, we want to look forward in this aspect, pulling from some information of this title, How to Manage Your Money. So something dealing with finances. Now, I'll tell you why we want to look at it. Of the marriages that occur in the United States, 50% of those marriages are cause of what you might think.
Cause of money.
Cause of money. Yeah.
Well, let's hope that before Christmas we manage money well. And for those who didn't, it's going to be a little testy now.
Yeah.
But you're right. money management is always a big issue in a marriage.
And don't turn us off when we start talking about it, because it's going to be the biblical principles of financial concepts first, and then we'll look at the actual budget. Now, that's not a curse word. Budget is not a curse word. It actually will help you, because you need to know what you have, but you need to know how you're managing it. And most of the times we know we just spend it.
Well, are there biblical principles that talk about how to manage our money?
It's amazing, even though it was an agrarian society in Jesus' days, 2/3 of what he talked about was about money. He talked about money more than love, heaven, or hell.
Is that in the sense of tithing or?
It's in tithing, giving, receiving. It covers almost every aspect of a Christian life, because we are givers. But to be able to give, you got to have something to give, right?
That's true.
So we are actually stewards. We're managers of his money. It's really his money. And it's amazing that he gives us 90% to keep, you know?
Right.
But we have to be able to manage it the right way. So we are looking at some interesting times coming up, and we hope you will join us. We will be doing this on what now? The fourth Thursday
Fourth Thursday.
of each month at 6:30 p.m.
6:30.
And we'll be on Zoom.
Please join us.
And of course, you can also pick it up at those sites I mentioned, Enjoying the Journey. And we hope that you as well, in your marriage, will enjoy the journey. See you in January.
Happy New Year.
Happy.
We're going to help you make it happy, especially managing the money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye.